Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about I think it's New York Comic Con. Is it New York Comic Con? The 2021 event exclusive Kung Lao. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's just I can't remember anymore. But yes, let's talk about this two-player color Bloody Kung Lao. So the difference is that we have now the bloody armbands, the bloody fist, and the color is going to be different from our normal Kung Lao, as you can see here. Right? Looks pretty good either way. But we have our bloody hat, our bloody gauntlets, and our brown pants. Brown suit underneath. So yeah, this should be a quick video because we know what we're getting into. But let's talk about what's changed and what's different. Now we have our bloody hat, which I think is pretty cool. It's actually bloodied on both sides as well too. Make sure you get that blood ring out. And then we have our bloody gauntlets and bloody fist. Now, in case you were wondering, just like I said in the previous video, in case you didn't see it, these gauntlets are removable. So what you can do is, if you like the look that is clean, you can swap it out with your other Kung Lao, right? And now you can have that nice clean look for this one. All you would do is swap the hands and you would have a clean two-player look, which would give me reason to now buy another Kung Lao, which is going to be dope because I really like Kung Lao. But then again, like I said, I was playing Mortal Kombat 11 when I got into this. So I'm a little biased right now. So yes, we have our bloody fist on both sides, our bloody gauntlets, and you saw the hat. So very quickly, let's talk about our articulation. Just like the previous one, we have arms that rotate up. We have our butterfly joint that allows us to go forwards and backwards. We have our actual bicep swivel as my arm twisted. And we are double jointed. We actually get a nice flex going inward because the muscle mass is a bit smaller as he's more lean for Kung Lao, which is pretty cool. Then, as far as our midsection goes, we can crunch deeply forward, right? It actually looks really, really nice. We can actually move backwards. So you can dodge bullets and do the matrix. And you can rotate to the side or flex side to side, right? We have that soft plastic that allows us to actually maneuver pretty well. As far as our leg goes, we can hit, without me touching anything or messing with it, we hit the 90-degree angle very easily. We have a double joint here that allows us to go in. I do wish that I can go a little bit further in. Oh, wait, I was wrong. It can go further in. I just didn't push it in. So there I go. That retracts that statement. We have a very nice boot cut at the top, which allows for an extra bit of articulation. And we have super generous ankle pivot going to the sides, rotating both inward and outward, backwards and forwards, as well as toe pivot. So Kung Fu moves should not be an issue, right? I never clean up my squeaky joints until after the review. Oh, personally, I use silicone shock oil, and I just use one drop and I wipe away the excess. I try not to use more than that because then you'll probably be oozing out all sorts of silicone shock oil for months. So you don't want that, right? So here we have this look that's very nice and very, well, technically bloody, but I like the transition of the black to the beige brown. It's just really nice. And as far as posing up, you've seen the photos, not just mine, but other people's photos for Kung Lao. And like I said, he actually has the moves. So he can actually pose up pretty well, and he has very good balance. So look. So as you can see here, he should be able to hold with no problem. Let's double check it right now. Boom, just like that. That's a simple kick, but as far as other stuff, just like getting low and doing certain poses, like throwing the hat. Even now, right, we have poses for punching, throwing the hat, as we do Wing Chun techniques, especially if we're aiming for the Mortal Kombat 11 style. And as you can see here, the posing is pretty solid. But let's talk about the accessories, right? We already saw our regular bloody hat, which I have here. Then we have an alternative face. This is going to be our grit teeth face. And this hat can apply to both heads with no problem. Let's actually get our chin in there first. I'm sorry. Supposed to get the chin in first. Then we slide our head through. There we go. Right? Then we have our throwing head hat, which has been bloodied on both sides. And I really like this effect because this actually is really good in light. Let me see if I can find, yep, there we go. So with some light on it, as you can see, light passes through it pretty well. right? Which is pretty dope. Then we have our slashing blood effect, which can be applied to the normal hat or to the throwing hat, depending on what you want to do. So here, let's test it out here. You can see here on the throwing hat. And then let's take the head out. We'll have it here on this one. Looks good. Then we actually have a new effect, which is going to be the bloody fatality. So this is when you grind your hat into the floor, and you can use it for either a fatality or a special move, depending on, again, if you're playing Mortal Kombat 11 or not. They actually separate, and you have the hat from the part where it slides into the floor, and our grind splatter effect of the metal hitting that floor. Just looks really good. And you can do it either way. So if you want to swap it to the first or second player side, excuse me, here you are. Looking really solid. I actually like this effect a lot. Then we have our hands, which you've seen before, but now we're going to go over them in our bloody fashion. Here you have item holding hands, in case you want to add an item, right? You have open palm action hands. And the bloody effect varies differently. You have your hat holding hands. Very important. And then you have your martial arts hands. Whether it's open palm or vice versa. And like I said, you can also swap around. This does not come with it, just in case you just watching or reading closed captioning. This doesn't come with it, but with this hat, again, like I said, if you wanted to swap it out or make sure that you have a different look, you can do that with this Kung Lao. I have just bloody gauntlets and a regular hat. So it's very nice to do that swap up game. So this has been a nice quick review. I'm pretty sure we already saw the size comparison from the other one. Not sure if, you know what? Let's add it in. So I'll see you guys in a second. We'll compare to some other Storm stuff. See you guys in a sec. All right, size time. And nice stacking it up. And it's going to be pretty cool. I think I just start off with some Mortal Kombat stuff. And then, like I said, if you haven't seen this previous Kung Lao, you get to see it here. So here we are with Scorpion against Kung Lao. And then next up, we'll do Cyrax, right? And we all know the Storm stuff is taller than most traditional 1/12 scale. So there's no point in comparing it to other stuff. You can just compare it to other Storm stuff. Here we are with Sagat, who fell just right before I put him out. So here we are with the tall man Sagat. Looks really good. And then next up is Jin. I think I'm gonna do some nice crossover stuff with all of these guys. I think that looks really good. Kung Lao being the smallest so far. Here we are against Shin Akuma, aka Shin Goku. Or is he called Oni now? No, Oni's his true form, right? So there we go with that. Last but not least, just to show you the size cap, here is Motaro. Just boom, right there. Big flex, right? So we have a nice quick size comparison because, again, most of the Storm stuff is larger than other things, so there's no point in comparing it to other stuff. But as usual, thank you guys for watching. This video is a little bit quicker than usual simply because we kind of just went over Kung Lao and it's still fresh in a lot of people's memories. So I'm hoping you could just backtrack, as I'll put a link at the end so you can check out the old Kung Lao video. So please check it out. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it all. And as always, guys, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys.